G'day. Welcome back to Budgets with Belle. I am Belle. Sorry, just making sure my headset's on because I've had a few issues. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I've been going through a bit of a rough patch. Unfortunately, my mum passed away last week on Friday, so I've been struggling a little. Now, one thing is when unexpected things happen, like it's impossible to plan for every eventuality. So my budget was blown way out by about $450 over the last 2 weeks, and that is just purely because of running back and forth to Wollongong. It is just one of those things where I didn't have a choice. I just had to do what I had to do to survive and to be there for my mum when she needed me. And that's just sometimes how that works. And the last couple of weeks was definitely uh, that situation. So, because of that, my budget is looking very different to what it should be. So, I didn't do cash stuffing last week because I was barely home. Actually, I think I wasn't home at all any night last week, so I could not. I was in the hospital the whole time. So, other than when I was at work, so I didn't do cash stuffing last week. It was just all used from the card. I had no option. It was just how it was. So all I have really to stuff today is the rest of this week's, which is not much because I literally have been home for like 10 minutes today, and I came from Wollongong after planning the funeral yesterday. So yeah, so there's not a lot that I'm stuffing. So I have my, I'm not doing the small week savings from last week because this is now small week. So I've used that from the bank. Okay. So I'm just stuffing my, my 100 envelopes and my buffer. So I've got 180 for that. And then for this week, which is actually this week, I've got $88 and I've got $100 for groceries. I've already done my petrol. So, it should be, yeah, let me count what I've got and we'll go from there. But I think it's like 318 or something like that. Let me just have a look. So, oh, that was my budget book. It's okay. All right, so this is what I've got to work with. So let me just, excuse me while I get that book. Okay, so I have got for stuffing. Oh, sorry, that's really loud, my chair. Okay, so 50, 100, 150. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 250. 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 10, 5, 10, 15. Okay, so let me just check that again. Okay. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 350, 65, 68. Okay, so 368. So that is going to be 88 for small week, 100 for this week, 80 for buffer, and 100 for this week's groceries. 368. Oh, I like it when it adds up perfectly. Okay, so for this week's groceries, I'm just going to stuff that in my little wallet. As I said, I've already done gas this week. Oh, so that is my auntie gave me some running around money. So I'm going to put that in either buffer or savings. I think I'll just put it in to the pool, and I'm going to use it for the 100 envelope challenges, I imagine. Oh God. Oh, sorry. It has definitely been an interesting, agonizing couple of weeks, and I've got another $2 coin there. Oops, okay. All right. I go to groceries more, so I'll put that at the front. Although that's not alphabetical now. Sorry. It's alphabetical now. Okay. So, gas I've already spent this week. Groceries, it's getting 100. So I'm going to give it 20, 40, 50, 100. Okay, and it's getting 100 because I've already spent groceries. We had a $200 budget for groceries this week because we got the Dinnerly box, and we've used some of it while I wasn't here. So 100 for this week. Then my buffer is getting 80. So 50, 70, 80 for my buffer, which is in my miscellaneous. So that's going here, and I'll probably use that too because with the funeral and everything. So I bought new shoes for the funeral. I need to buy new clothes for the funeral. I bought a couple of things for the boys for the funeral, and this is why we are $450 behind. But I definitely have the money in the bank to cover it because I'm well ahead, because this is a 5-week month. So I'm super ahead. So I do have the money to cover it in the bank. But it means that next big week, I'm going to put a bit of extra into what I've spent this week. So it's fine. It just, sometimes you have to roll with it. And I struggle with that, especially being neurodivergent. I have trouble with rolling with it. I really have to work to not get frustrated and anxious when it doesn't work how I've expected it to work. But I mean, you can't really predict a death in the family. That's just, it's not something that you can do. So yeah, and yeah, that's just how it is, I guess. Okay, so that is that stuffing. So I've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 190, 205. That seems like a lot for that. Let me just make sure I haven't missed something. Okay, so 88 for my, I've done 80 for my buffer already. 180, oh, plus the 20, of course. Yeah, that's perfectly, yeah, absolutely, because my auntie gave me that 20. Yep, okay, so we need to try and stuff 4 envelopes with $208. So what we're going to do is we're going to Google generate, oh, chair keeps going down, so I'm just going to try and put it up again. I need a new chair. Okay, so I'm going to get Google to generate some numbers for me, okay? So let me check my... Oh man, I'm having a day of it, aren't I? Okay, let me check my... what's available on my sheet, my tracker. Okay, they were not fitting, so I took them out. Okay, so we need from between 12 and 99. Okay, hey Google, generate a number between 12 and 99. Okay, 69 is the first one. So let me see if that's available. It is. So we're going to put 70 in. 50, 70. I do try and round it up when I can, so a few of the other ones I might not be able to as we get further into it, but this one I can. So 69. Done. Okay. Hey Google, randomly generate a number between 12 and 99, please. 34. Let's do 10, 20, 35. Is 34 available? Yes. Okay, so far so good. Touch wood. Might even be able to do a couple of extra ones if we get some smaller ones. Okay, we're doing so well with this challenge. I'm super happy. Okay. Cannot wait till it's finished. Hey Google, randomly generate a number between 12 and 99, please. Ooh, 71. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Ooh, that was a big one. Okay. I've got those coins there, actually. Maybe I should just put 71 in it. I'm going to do that because I've got a couple of coins there. And it's nice to be a bit random. Okay, these are such pretty envelopes. And look, some of them came undone and weren't as perfect as the others. But honestly, for what I paid for it, it's super worth it. And I can use it over and over again. So as soon as I finish this challenge, I'm doing it again. Okay, so that's 71. If I can shove that in there. Was that available? Yes. Hey Google, randomly generate a number between 1 and 34, please. 26 is available. Nice. 20, 25. So in the 26 envelope, I'm just going to put 34. Why not? I'll just put the rest in. Done. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? That 71 envelope, I'm going to take all those smaller notes out and put a 50 in. 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm going to put a 50 and a 20 in. So I'm just going to swap it with the money in my groceries because it makes it smaller in the box. Okay, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 50, 60, 70. Perfect. So that's going back in my groceries. 71, yeah. And then, oh, that's going to annoy me. I'll fix it later. Then this envelope is going to be much smaller. So that's good. 71 in there. I'm trying to be a bit more space conservative. Okay, beautiful. Okay, done. All right. Did I colour that in? Was that 26, wasn't it? Yes, I did colour it in. Okay, beautiful. All right, we've got so many done now. I'm pretty happy with that. So, finished before we know it, hopefully. About, I think, quarter of the way there. Nearly halfway there. No, quarter of the way. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So we are a third of the way there. Just over a third of the way there. Nice. Okay. That is it. So, really super simple, because unfortunately sometimes these emergency type situations happen and you have to change you have to adapt to them a little, regardless of how much you don't want to. So that is what we had to go through this week. So yeah, I will be doing another budgeting video in the next couple of days. I have a lot on my plate, so I'm not going to say when. I'm not sure, but I'll do my best. But yeah, that is it for another week, for another couple of days for me. I will do another budget video, and I'll show you how I'm going to sort of back to catch up for the last couple of weeks where the budget blew out because of situations. So, and some of you might think, oh, why didn't I use my buffer to go towards that? And I could have done that, but the problem is my buffer was so low that it needs something in there for the next little emergency. And that's only for small emergencies. It's not a big emergency, but just for a small, anything can happen. So I don't need to put nearly as much. Next week I can put just $20 in my buffer, and the rest of the money that I would normally put in my buffer can go towards catching up for next week. But at least I've got something in the buffer there now. Okay, so please like and subscribe if you wish. Leave a comment down the bottom too if you would like. I will try and get to them. As I said, I've got an awful lot on my plate. Trying to organise the funeral and miss my mum, and all the things that come along with that. So yes, but that was my cash stuffing, taking into consideration an emergency situation that was unexpected. All right, thank you very much for listening to me ramble, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.